ओके। हाय, वेलकम टू कॉम्पिटिटिव ट्रिपल बी। आज हम लोग आईबीपीएस एसबीआई मेंस जनरल अवेयरनेस का 50 क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, ठीक है। सो जो भी हिंदी तेलुगु जो भी है सब लोग आ जाओ यहाँ पे। सारे लोग आ सकते हैं। सो इंग्लिश में क्वेश्चंस है ना सारे। सो इंग्लिश में ही आंसर्स होगा। सो सब लोग जुड़ जाओ, जो जो लाइव में देना चाहते हैं फटाफट आ जाओ। 50 क्वेश्चंस का है यहाँ पे। लाइक करके चैट बॉक्स में आते रहो। जल्दी से आ जाओ यहाँ पे, लाइक करो, చాట్ బాక్స్ में आओ यहाँ पे। ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో లైక్ చేయండి, చాట్ బాక్స్ రండి త్వరగా. సో ఓకే, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ ప్రీతి. ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో లైక్ చేయాలి, త్వరగా చాట్ బాక్స్ రండి. ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్కి వెళ్దామా? సో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్, సో ఐబిపిఎస్ ఎస్బిఐ మెయిన్స్ జనరల్ అవేర్నెస్. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ స్టార్ట్. ఓకే, సో ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో लाइक చేసి చాట్ బాక్స్ చూడండి. చాट बॉक्स में आओ जल्दी से, जो जो आ रहा है जल्दी से चाट बॉक्स में आओ. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखो यहाँ पे, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग अफेक्ट्स द सप्लाई चेन इन फैक्टर्स डिटरमाइनिंग इन सप्लाई. ओके, so number one, price of factors. Number two, production technology. Number three, taxes and subsidies. Number four, all. Number five, none of the above. So आंसर दे दो फटाफट चार्ट बॉक्स में, आपका जो ऑप्शन है फट से आंसर दो यहाँ पे. सो क्वेश्चन का आंसर फट से आना चाहिए. आप लोगों के आंसर के बाद ही मेरा आंसर बताऊंगा, ठीक है. सो आप लोग आंसर बताओ फटाफट से यहाँ पे. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग अफेक्ट्स द सप्लाई चेन इन फैक्टर्स डिटरमाइन सप्लाइंग. ओके, so prices of factors, production technology, taxes and subsidies, all none of the above. So answer. సో ఓకే, ఆన్సర్ దేదో यहाँ पे. సో ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో లైక్ చేసి చాట్ బాక్స్ రండి. यहाँ पे जल्दी आओ यहाँ पे. సో ఫస్ట్ क्वेश्चन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग अफेक्ट्स द सप्लाई चेन इन फैक्टर्स डिटरमाइन सप्लाई. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन क्या है यहाँ पे? आंसर प्राइस ऑफ फैक्टर्स. ओके, सो यहाँ पे आंसर क्या होगा आप लोगों को क्वेश्चन का? प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी. ओके, सो आंसर क्या है यहाँ पे? प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी. ओके, सो प्रीति आंसर रॉन्ग. सो यहाँ पे प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी. ओके, सो क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे? देखो यहाँ पे प्राइस ऑफ फैक्टर्स मींस क्या होगा आप लोगों का? व्हेन द प्राइजेस ऑफ फैक्टर्स राइजेस, कॉस्ट प्रोडक्शन आल्सो विल बी रेज. ओके, सो प्राइस ऑफ प्रोडक्शन आल्सो यहाँ पे रेज होगा, ठीक है. व्हेन प्राइस ऑफ फैक्टर्स रेज, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन विल बी रेज. ओके, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन विल बी रेज. ओके ना. सो नेक्स्ट क्या है यहाँ पे? प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी है आंसर, विच इफेक्ट्स सप्लाई चेन. ओके, सो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सप्लाई चेन रहेगी यहाँ पे. सो यहाँ पे आंसर क्या है आप लोगों का? सेकंड ऑप्शन, प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी. ओके, सो टैक्स एंड सब्सिडीज. सब्सिडीज क्या होगा यहाँ पे? इफ द टैक्स इज इम्पोज्ड बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑन द इनपुट्स ऑफ ए कमोडिटी, कास्ट प्रोडक्शन विल बी कम अप. ओके, सो यहाँ पे नॉन इकोनॉमिक बारे में क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे? फैक्टर्स लाइक वॉर, पॉलिटिकल क्लाइमेट एंड नेचुरल क्लाइमेट्स क्रिएट्स, ओके, इन सप्लाई. సో నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ में आओ. సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్కి రండి. ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో లైక్ చేయండి, చాట్ బాక్స్ రండి ఇక్కడ. సో ఇక్కడ రావాలి, ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో లైక్ చేయండి, చాట్ బాక్స్ రండి. So second question क्या है? How many Kharif seasons and Rabi seasons mandate crops are in the minimum support prices scheme? So how many Kharif seasons and Rabi seasons mandate crops are in the minimum support prices scheme? So give answer. First option 12 crops of the Kharif season and 7 Rabi crops. Okay. Second option 14 crops of the Kharif season and 6 Rabi crops. Okay. Third 10 crops of the Kharif season and 8 Rabi crops. Okay. So fourth 16 crops of the Kharif season and 4 Rabi crops. Okay. None of the above. Which one answer? Which one answer? Second question answer. So second question answer is second option correct. Second option correct. Okay. So second option correct. 14 crops of the Kharif season and 6 Rabi crops. Okay. 6 Rabi crops. So यहाँ पे minimum MSP means what? MSP means minimum support price. Okay. So minimum support price MSP means यहाँ पे minimum support price. Okay. Actually government announced minimum support prices to 22 mandate crops. Okay na. So the mandate crops are 14 of the Kharif season and 6 Rabi crops and 2 other commercial crops announced. Basis of the commercial for agriculture cost and prices. Okay, CACP under the CACP. So what is full form? Commission for Agriculture. Commission for Agriculture's cost and prices. Okay. So next question. Third question. Okay. So third question, in which of the following group of countries of the world HYVs of wheat and rice were developed? First option Japan and Australia, second Mexico and Philippines, third USA and Japan, Mexico and Singapore. Next fifth none of the above. Which one answer? Give answer, correct answer first. Which one answer? The answer is Mexico and Philippines. Okay. Answer is Mexico and Philippines. Mexico and Philippines. The drought of 1966. Technique of agriculture increase production, making self-sufficient. Okay. So answer is your Mexico and Philippines. Okay. Next question. So जो आ रहा है एवరైతే వస్తున్నారో सब लोग लाइक करके चार्ट बॉक्स में आते चलो यहाँ पे फटाफट यहाँ पे आंसर दे दो आप लोगों का ऑप्शन. सो जो आ रहा है लाइक करके चार्ट बॉक्स में आओ. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन फोर्थ क्वेश्चन व्हाट bajra is cultivated in North Indian states during the dash cropping season? One is Rabi, second Kharif, 3 Jar, 4 winter, 5th none of the above. So what is your answer? What is your answer? Kharif is June to September. Okay. Kharif is June to September. Rabi is October to March. Okay. Rabi is October to March. Okay. Good evening. Happy. So Jad is April to June. Okay. So which one are your answer? Fourth question. Answer is Kharif. Okay. So answer is Kharif. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो खरीफ में क्या क्या होता है यहाँ पे? जून से सितंबर राइस, कॉटन, बाजरा, मैज, जोवार, टर. ओके. सो एंड रबी सीजन व्हीट, ग्राम, मस्टर्ड्स, बार्ली. सो अप्रैल टू जून फ्रूट्स एंड फॉडर. ओके. सो मेजर क्रॉप्स. सो आंसर इज योर बाजरा. बाजरा इज मेन खरीफ सीजन का क्या है, राइस एंड कॉटन बाजरा, बाजरा मेज ज्वार, मेज ज्वार tur, okay. So these are next question, fifth question. So what is fifth question? Which of the following office approves fair and remunerative price of sugar cane? Which of the following office approves fair and remunerative price of sugar cane? So one is Directorate of Marketing and Inspection, Ministry of Agriculture. Second, Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices. Third, Agriculture Produce Market Committee. Fourth, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Fifth, none of the above. So which one your answer? So answer is wrong answer dono. So answer is fourth option, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Okay. So option is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Okay. Has increased the minimum FRP payable out to farmers by raise 10 to raise to 85 per quintal from the existing. Okay. So main Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs is chaired by Prime Minister of India. It is one of the 8 Cabinet Committee. Okay. So total committees क्या है? Appointments committees of the Cabinet, Cabinet Committee Accommodation, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Security, Cabinet Committee on Invest and Growth, Cabinet Committee on Skill and Development. One of the Cabinet Committee and Economic Affairs. Okay. So your answer is fourth option. Okay. Next question. So next question. Next sixth question. Which irrigation practice leads to maximum water conservation? Okay. Which irrigation practice leads to maximum water conservation? Number 1, water wheel. Number 2, tube wheel. Number 3, drip irrigation, sprinkle, none of the above. So give your answer. So water wheel, tube wheel, drip irrigation, sprinkle, none of the above. Which one answer? 3. Option 3 correct answer. Okay. Option 3 sprinkle, drip irrigation correct. Okay. Option 3 drip irrigation correct. What is water wheel? It is a machine used for converting the energy of flowing water into some useful form of power. Okay. Some useful form of power. Okay. So tube well irrigation through tube well is mainly based on underground aquifer. Okay. So tube well underground. Okay na. So అందరికి తెలుసు కదా మనకి. So underground aquifer. Okay, next to drip irrigation. It is a type of micro irrigation system. Okay. So drip irrigation is micro irrigation system. Micro irrigation system used for saving water and nutrients by allowing water to drip slowly to the roots of the plants. Okay. So answer is your third option, drip irrigation. Okay. Answer third option, drip irrigation. So answer tick. So next question, sprinkles. It is device used to irrigate to crops. Sprinkles. It is used to device used to irrigate crops by applying water in a controlled manner similar to rainfall. Okay. Controlled manner similar to rainfall. Okay. So next question. Seventh question. Seventh question, which one of the following agriculture practices is eco-friendly? Seventh question. So give answer: shifting cultivation, organic farming, cultivation of high yielding varieties, growing plants in glass house, none of the above. What is your answer? So tell me what is your answer? So answer is option number 2. Correct answer option number 2, organic farming. Okay. So organic farming is an agriculture system used ecologically based control biological fertilizers largely from animal plant waste and cover crops. Okay. So organic farming is your correct answer. Okay. So eco-friendly, which one of the following agriculture practices is eco-friendly? Is organic farming. Okay. So next question, shifting cultivation means this is the system of cultivation that preserves soil fertility by plot rotation. Okay. Soil fertility, soil fertility by plot rotation. Okay. So high yield varieties. Okay. High yield varieties means seeds of better quality than normal quality seeds. Okay. High yield varieties means better quality. Okay. So better quality seeds. Next to glass house, growing plants, greenhouse forming structures, growing crops under greenhouse farming. Okay. What is greenhouse farming? Unique form practice growing crops within shelter, structured, covered, transparent or partially transparent material. Okay. Transparent or partially transparent. Partially transparent material. Okay. So next question, eighth question. Okay. So what is your eighth question? Which of the following is the implementing agency for the PM Kisan scheme of central government? So what is your eighth question? Which of the following is the implementing agency for the PM Kisan scheme of central government? Which one correct? First one is Ministry of Consumer Affairs. Second one is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Third one is Ministry of Rural Development. Fourth one is Ministry of Food Processing Industries. Fifth one is Ministry of Human Development. Which one is your correct answer? सो जो आ रहा है लाइक करके, तेलुगु हिंदी जो भी है, सारे इंग्लिश जो भी है, सब लोग चैट बॉक्स में आओ फटाफट. सो विच वन इज करेक्ट आंसर? So your option is right answer. Option number 2 is correct answer. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay. The entire responsibility of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay. PM Kisan scheme of central government. Okay. So answer is correct. Naresh, welcome to Competitive Triple B. So your PM Kisan scheme is what? Ministry of Agriculture in Farming Welfare. Next question, ninth question. So what is your ninth question? Ninth question, Green Revolution was confined to. Green Revolution was confined into. Green Revolution. So first one is rice in West Bengal. Second one is cotton in Maharashtra. Third one is wheat in Punjab and Haryana. Fourth one is oil seeds in Andhra Pradesh. Fifth one is none of the above. So what is your answer? What is your answer? Tell me fast. So your answer was option number 3, wheat in Punjab and Haryana. Correct. Green Revolution was confined to option. Correct answer option number 3, wheat in Punjab and Haryana. So what is your additional information? Blue is fish production. Okay. So revolution blue is fish production. Okay. So next to revolution green is agriculture production. Green is agriculture production. Okay. Green is agriculture production. Black is petroleum production. Black is what? Petroleum production. Okay. Black is petroleum production. Next, gray is fertilizer production. Okay. Gray is fertilizer. Gray is fertilizer production. Pink onions and prawn production. Okay. So next, red, silver, red, meat and tomato. Okay. Red what? Red revolution, meat, tomato production. So next, silver, egg production. Okay. So last one is silver fiber cotton production. Okay. White milk dairy. Okay. So additional, these are Indian genetic MS. So the movement of lasted from 1967 to 1978. Okay. So revolution. Okay. So next question, 10th question. What is 10th question? The size of marginal land holding in India is. The size of marginal land holding in India is. Number one option, more than 5 hectares. So 2 hectares to 4 hectares. 1 hectare to 2 hectares, less than 1 hectare, none of the above. Which one your answer? Option number 5. Yeah? Which one your answer? Tell me fast. Answer fast. So answer what? More than 5 hectares, 2 hectares to 4 hectares, 1 hectare to 2 hectare, less than 1 hectare, none of the above. So answer is fourth option, correct answer. Okay. So fourth option, less than 1 hectare is correct answer. So Marginal withholding of less than 1 hectare. Small is 1 to 2 hectares. Okay. Small is 1 to 2 hectares. Okay. Semi medium. Semi medium is 2 to 4 hectares. Okay. Semi medium is 2 to 4 hectares. Medium is 4 to 10 hectares. Okay. Large holding over 10 hectares. Okay. 10 से ऊपर. So answer is less than 1 hectare. 10th one. 11th question. What is 11th question? What is the market where open market operation OMO are carried out called? So tell me, what is the market where open market operations are carried out called? So answer, which one answer? Happy, Naresh, Preeti. So give answers fast, okay? So 11th question answer, open market, closed market, best quality market, gilt edged market, none of these. Which one your answer? Next math question, open market, wrong answer, okay? So open market is wrong answer. So next answer Preeti, third answer best quality market. So wrong answer. Wrong answer. C also wrong answer. Okay. So your correct answer is gilt edged market. Okay. So correct answer is gilt edged market. Okay. Open market operations are carried out in gilt edged market. Okay. So your answer is fourth option, gilt edged market. Next question, 12th question. 12th question, what do you mean by scheduled banks? What do you mean by scheduled banks? Number one is bank which are listed in the second schedule of Reserve Bank of Act 1934. Banks which are listed in the third schedule. Third schedule to the Reserve Bank India Act 1934. So which one is correct answer? Next third option, banks which are listed in the second schedule of the Reserve Bank India Act 1935. So fourth, banks which are listed in the second schedule of the Bank Regulation Act 1934. Banks which are listed in the first schedule of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Which one is correct? So tell me question number 12. So question number 12 is which one correct? So option number 1 is correct answer. Okay. So option number 1 correct answer, banks which are listed in the second schedule of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Okay. So scheduled banks, those banks whose minimum paid up capital and reserve amount rupees 25 lakh. Okay. So Reserve Bank of India every week all our RRB and cooperative banks, Indian foreign commercial banks are scheduled banks. So non-scheduled banks what? Depository or lending institutions that do not follow second schedule of Reserve Bank of India Act 1949. It do not have support of the government. Okay, the bank has remembers compulsory a reserve amount of rupees 5 lakh to the RBI. So answer is your 12th question is first answer. Okay, next question, who among the following was the first governor of RBI? First governor of RBI. Osborne A. Smith, C.D. Deshmukh, Raghuram Rajan, C. Rajagopalachari, Manmohan Singh. Which one correct answer? स्वातंत्र से पहले. The first governor of RBI. So 13th first India CD Deshmukh. So India అని మెన్షన్ చేయలే కదా అక్కడ. విచ్ వన్ కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్? ఇండియా మెన్షన్ చేయలే కదా అక్కడ. Who among the following was the first governor of RBI? Okay. So first governor of RBI, tell me. What is your answer? First option, okay. Osborne A. Smith, a 1935 to 37, okay. So 1935 to 37, first Indian governor of RBI, Sir C.D. Deshmukh, okay. So first Indian governor C.D. Deshmukh 1943 to 49, okay. 1943 to 49 C.D. Deshmukh. So Raghuram Rajan. So next Bengal Ramarao, longest tenure, Bengal Ramarao. So longest turnover, okay. So 1949 to 57, okay. So 1949 to 57. Shaktikant Das, 25th and current governor of RBI. So Shaktikant Das పోయింది కదా ఇప్పుడు. Shaktikant Das. Who is present RBI governor? Present RBI governor. Present RBI governor Sanjay Malhotra. So next 14th question. 14th question. So 14th question, regional rural banks were established under the provision of RRB Act. So 14th question, regional rural banks were established under the provision of RRB Act 1975, 1980, 1976, 1978, 1990. Which one is correct answer? So 1976 is your correct answer, okay. So 1976 is your correct answer. So what is the 1976? Regional rural banks are third layer commercial banks organization, okay. So Narsimhan Committee, first bank Parthama Bank. Narsimhan Committee to meet the rural credits needs of the farming and other rural communities, okay. So your answer is Regional Rural Bank Act 1976. So first bank established was Parthama Gramin Bank, October 2, 1975, okay. Parthama Bank, October 2, 1975. So Act adigindu RRB Act. Act is RRB Regional Rural Bank Act 1976, okay. So your answer is 1976, okay. So next question, 15th question. Come to 15th question. So like chat box आ जाओ यहाँ पे, जो आ रहे हैं like करें, like चेंज chat box चूरंडी त्वरगा. So next, in Monetary Policy Committee, how many members are there from the Reserve Bank of India? 3, 6, 2, 4, none of the above. So which one is correct answer? First. Which one is correct answer? First. So in Monetary Policy Committee, how many members are there from the Reserve Bank of India? So there is 3 members, okay. So answer is 3, okay. So totally there are total 6 members in Monetary Policy Committee, okay. Total 6 members are monetary. There are total 6 members in Monetary Policy Committee. Okay, totally. RBI and other 3 are appointment by the Government of India. Monetary Policy Commitment determine the policy interest required to achieve the inflation target. Monetary Policy Committee holds meeting every 2 months. Okay. So answer is what your option number first 3. Okay. So Monetary Policy Committee, how many members are there from the Reserve Bank of India? So answer is 3. Okay. So next question, welcome to Arjun Gill. छोटी जे है जिंदगी नु खुल के जीवेंगे. पक्का खुल के जियो. कौन मना कर रहा है? जिंदगी बहुत बड़ा है. यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Next question, what which of the following will be incorrect for reverse repo rate? Okay. Reverse repo rate. Which of the following will be incorrect for reverse repo rate? First one, the rate at which RBI borrows money from the commercial banks. Number second, it helps to control the money supply in the country. Number third, an increase in reverse repo rate will lead to decrease in the inflation. Number fourth one, it is a short borrowing term. Number fifth one, an increase in reverse repo rate will lead to increase in the money supply in the economy. So which one is correct answer? Your answer is an increasing in reverse repo rate will lead to increase in the money supply in the economy. Fifth option is your answer. Okay. An increasing in reverse repo rate will lead to a decrease in inflation as. So your answer is fifth option. Okay. So next question. Next question, 17th question. Okay. 17th question what? Dash A dash is a relative amount of capital to total assets. Non-risk weighted. So 17th question, a dash is a relative amount of capital to total assets, not risk weighted. Number 1 is leverage ratio, number 2 is capital adequacy ratio, number 3 is liquidity ratio, number 4 is net stable funding ratio, number 5 is none of the above. What is your answer? So what is your answer? Tell me fast. Okay. What is your answer? So answer is 17th question, leverage ratio, correct answer. Okay. So answer is leverage ratio, correct answer. 3% of the leverage ratio of Tier 1 has been tested before mandatory leverage ratio introduced January 2018. A leverage ratio relative amount of capital to total assets, not risk weighted. So answer is number 1. Next question, 18th question. 18th question, which place East India Company established its first presidency bank? Okay. So what is your question? Which place East India Company established its first presidency bank? 1 is Madras, number 2 is Surat, 3 is Calcutta, 4th is Bombay, 5th is none of the above. So what is your answer? Madras, Surat, Calcutta, Bombay, none of the above. Which one is your answer? Happy correct answer. Calcutta is correct answer. Okay. So Calcutta is correct answer. The Bank of Calcutta established in 1806. Okay. So in Calcutta it was renamed 1809 as of Bank of Bengal. Okay. Renamed Bank of Bengal. So company Kolkata administration was known Bengal Presidency. So Presidency Bank of Bengal 18 April 1840. Bank of Bombay established. Okay. 1 July 1843 Bank of Madras established. Okay. So 15 April 1840 is Bank of Bombay. Okay. Bank of Bombay. So next 1 July 1 July 1843. 1843 is Bank of Madras. Okay. Bank of Madras. So next question, 19th question. After the partition of India, RBI served as the central bank of both India and Pakistan. Okay. After the partition of India, RBI served as the central bank of both India and Pakistan. Till when did RBI continue to be a central bank to Pakistan? So December 1948, June 1948, July 1949, August 1950. So September 1950. Which one is your answer? Which one is your answer? Fast answers. Okay. June 1948 correct answer. Okay. So June 1948 is correct answer. RBI served as the central bank to Pakistan till June 1948. Okay. State Bank of Pakistan commenced its operations. Okay. RBI established in April 1, 1935. Okay. RBI established in April 1, 1935. RBI nationalized in 1949. Okay. RBI nationalized in 1949. Okay. So next is 20 number question. So next 20 number question. Which of the following correctly defines cash reserve ratio, CRR of banks? Okay. So what is which of the following correctly defines cash reserve ratio of banks? Okay. First option, it is a certain minimum amount of deposits that the commercial banks have to hold as reserves with RBI. Number two, it is a certain minimum amount of deposit that the commercial banks have to hold as reserves with itself. It is the maximum. Third option, it is the maximum amount of deposit that the commercial banks have to hold as reserve with RBI. Fourth option, it is the reserve required to be maintained in the form of cash, gold reserve, RBI approved securities. Fifth option, it is the rate at which RBI lends the money to commercial banks. Which one is correct answer? Option number one is correct answer. Okay. So option number one is correct answer. So next, it is a certain minimum amount of deposit that the commercial banks have to hold as reserves with RBI. Your answer. Okay. So the banks are not paid any interest on CRR. Okay. What is CRR? Cash reserve ratio. Okay. What is CRR? Cash reserve ratio. Okay. So statutory of liquidity ratio is a certain minimum amount of deposit in the form of gold, cash and government approved securities that the commercial banks have to hold reserve with itself. Okay. So repo rate what? Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends money to the commercial banks. Okay. For a short period of time. So next question, 21 question. So happy not on. హ్యాపీ ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో. హిందీ, తెలుగు, జోబీ, ఇంగ్లీష్, ఆల్ ఆర్ వెల్కమ్ టు కాంపిటేటివ్ ట్రిపుల్ వి. సో హ్యాపీ ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వలేదు ఇక్కడ. ప్రీతి అండ్ నరేష్ ఇచ్చింది. ఎక్కడికి పోతుంది ఇక్కడ? లైక్ చేసి ఉండాలి. ఈరోజు మ్యాథ్స్ స్పీడ్ మ్యాథ్స్ క్లాస్ క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయినట్టే ఇక. సో స్పీడ్ మ్యాథ్స్ క్లాసు క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయినట్టే కదా. సో ఆల్రెడీ 17 అయింది. సో ఇప్పుడు కష్టం ఇక, ఎందుకంటే ఇది అయిపోయి మళ్ళీ మనకి 50 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఇది అయిపోయేదానికి మనకు టైం పడుతుంది కదా ఇప్పుడు. సో స్పీడ్ మ్యాథ్స్ ఇవాళ క్యాన్సల్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది 8:30కి. ఆలోపు మనం ఖతం చేయాలి ఇది. సో 8 కల్లా ఖతం చేస్తే ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాస్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. విచ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్ కేటగిరీ డస్ నాట్ కమ్స్ అండర్ ప్రియారిటీ సెక్టర్? ఓకే. So one is micro, small and medium enterprises. Number 2 is micro credit. Number 3 is housing loan. Number 4 is large industries. Number 5th is none of these. Okay. So which one answer? Tell me fast. What is your answer? Large industries. Okay. So answer fourth option correct. Okay. Large industries. Okay. Priority sector lending is an important Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Few specific sectors including agriculture and allied activities, micro and small enterprises, housing for poor people and the low income. Okay. Grounds and weaker section. So large industries are not included in it. So ఇక్కడ यहाँ पे क्या पूछा? Does not comes under priority sector. Okay. So does not comes priority sector, large industries. Okay. So next question, 22 question. What is the loan limit for education to study abroad under priority sector? What is the loan limit for education to study abroad under priority sector? What is your answer? What is your answer? Tell me fast. So 15 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 20 lakhs. So 25 lakhs, Preeti answer correct. Fourth option, studies in India up to 10 lakhs. Okay. So studies in India up to 10 lakhs. Studies in abroad up to 20 lakhs. Okay. Studies abroad limit has been enhanced to 25 lakhs. Revised. Okay. So revised to 25 lakhs. Okay. So answer is your 25 lakhs. Okay. So next question, 23rd question. 23rd question, to whom do priority sector loans point? Okay. So to whom do priority sector loans point? One is loans being given to small scale industries, agriculture, small business, etc. Number 2 is loan to commercial sector. Number 3 is loans being given to software industry. Number 4 is loan to public sector enterprises. Number 5th is option 2 and 3 are correct. Okay. So which one is correct answer? Which one is correct answer? So tell me first. First option is correct. Loans being giving to small scale industries, agriculture, small business. Okay. Priority sector of loans point is small scale industries, agriculture, small business. Okay. So answer is the RBI mandatory banks to lend a certain portion to their funds. Okay. So what is your answer? 23rd question. Tell me answer. So first option is 23rd option. First option is correct. Okay. 23rd question is first option correct. The RBI mandatory banks to lend a certain portion their funds. Okay. Like agriculture, micro, small, medium enterprises, credit, education, housing, social infrastructure, renewable energy, among others. Okay. So answer is first option. Question number 24. Question number 24. Small finance banks are required to extend what percentage of credit to PSL? Small finance banks are required to extend what percentage of credit to PSL? Okay. So one is 40%, two is 50%, three is 75%, four is 100%, five is 60. Which one is correct answer? These are also percentage. Okay. So which one is correct answer? The correct answer is 60%. Okay. Fifth option 60 percentage. Okay. So PSL targeted for small finance banks. Okay. So 2025-26 overall PSL targeted reduced to 60% of ANBC CEO BSC. Okay. So 40% remain mandatory to core PSL sectors जैसे agriculture, MSME, education, housing. That one existing PSL loans under low old norms. Okay. So next question, 25th question. 25th question, what is the maximum loan limit applicable to medium enterprises and priority sector lending? Medium enterprises and priority sector lending. So how much? Correct answer is what? So tell me first. What is your answer? 2 crore, 5 crore, 6 crore, 8 crore, 10 crore. So which one is correct answer? 10 crore is correct answer. Fifth option. Okay. So 10 crore is correct answer. Okay. The maximum loan limit that is applicable to medium enterprises is raised 10 crore under priority sector lending. Okay. So answer is your 10 crore correct answer. Preeti correct answer. Okay. सो आंसर दे दो जो आ रहा है लाइक करके चार्ट बॉक्स में आते चलो आप लोग ठीक है ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో రాండి తెలుగు వాళ్ళు అందరూ ఎవరైతే సో next 26th question lending to which among the following borrowers is not considered lending under the weaker sections category of priority section loans. Okay, so lending to which among the following borrowers is not considered lending under the weaker section category of priority section loans? Options 1 is cottage industries where individual credit limits exceed 1 lakh. So number 2 is self-help group. Number 3 is persons with disabilities. Number 4 is distressed farmers syndicated to non-institutional lenders. Number 5 is beneficiaries of differential rate of interest DRI scheme. Okay, so what is your answer? What is your answer first? So option is cottage industries where individual credit limits exceed 1 lakh. Okay. So first option is correct. Hemavati, welcome to competitive triple B. So first option is correct answer. Okay. Cottage industries where individual credit limits do not exceed 1 lakh. Beneficiaries under government sponsored scheme National Rural Livelihood Mission. Okay. So next question, 27th question. Foreign banks give the penalty for not achieving priority sector lending target to dash. So one is NABARD and Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Number 2 is SIDBI under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Number 3 NABARD under Industrial Development Fund. Number 4 is SIDBI under Industrial Development Fund. Number 5 is RBI. Okay. So which one is correct answer? So NABARD under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Okay. NABARD under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Specific portion of a bank lending following sectors. Okay. So what is main sectors? Agriculture, micro, small and medium enterprises, export credit, education, housing, social infrastructure, rural, renewable energy, others. Okay. Priority sector. Okay. So answer is your NABARD under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Okay. So option 1 is correct answer. Okay. So next question. 28th question. The overall target for priority sector lending for foreign banks operating in India regulated by RBI is dash percent of A and BC. Okay. So 20%, 30%, 35%, 40%, 50%. Which one is correct answer? The priority sector lending is ensure the financial assistance to those sectors of the economy which has not received adequate support of financial institutions. Okay. Agriculture, finance, retail trade, small enterprise, education loans, microcredit, housing loans, lending 40%, adjusting. Okay. What is your answer? 40%. Okay. 40% adjusted net bank credit or credit equivalent amount of balance sheet exposure. Okay. So your answer is fourth option. Okay. So next question. Next question what? 29th question. 29th question. The definition of the priority sector was first given in 1972 by dash. Planning Commission, National Development Council, Reserve Bank of India, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, both 2 and 3. So Hemavati answer not given. సో ఎవరైతే వస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళందరూ ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి सब आंसर दे दो सो लाइक करो सब आंसर दे दो फटाफट व्हाट इज योर आंसर प्लानिंग कमीशन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बोथ 2 and 3 so which one is correct answer the definition of the priority sector was first given in 1972 by which one is correct answer? The correct answer is Reserve Bank of India. Okay. So what is your correct answer? Tell me fast. What is your correct answer? Tell me fast. Reserve Bank of India. Okay. So next question. So what 19 the first Narsimhan Committee acknowledged the 1991 role of the priority lending program in sectors should be redefined marginal farmers sector small business. Okay. So correct answer is what? Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Monetary policy of the Reserve Bank of India. So next question. 30 question number. Priority sector lending is not valued for which type of banks? So next question, Gayatri, welcome. So next question what? Priority sector lending is not valued for which type of banks? One is public sector banks, number 2 payments banks, number 3 foreign banks, number 4 small financial banks, number 5 is none of this. Which one is correct? Priority sector lending is not valid for which type of banks? So asking not. Okay. So which one is correct answer? Payments bank. Okay. So option is payment bank. Hemavati correct answer. So option is payment banks. Okay. So next question. So what is the payment banks? Those banks are from through reports submitted by the Nachket More Committee. Okay. So payment banks is Nachket More Committee. So in the year of 2014. Okay. So RBI for the financial inclusion payments banks carry most deposit up to rupees 1 lakh. Okay. So net banking, ATM, debit card, etc. The first payment bank opened in Airtel Payment Bank in the year of 2017. Okay. So total 50 questions. Okay. Today speed math class is cancelled 1925. 18:30 8:30 English class. Okay. So first payment bank is Airtel Payment Bank. Okay. First payment bank is Airtel Payment Bank. So 2017. Okay. 2017. So next question, 31 question. Total 50 questions, Naresh Yadav. Okay. So total 50 question, 31 question. Okay. సో ఎక్కడికైనా పోవాలంటే పోవచ్చు, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. ఓకేనా. సో నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్కి రండి. ఇక్కడ అలా ఏం లేదు, తర్వాత వచ్చైనా మీరు చూసుకోండి. ఓకే, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. కాకపోతే తర్వాత అయినా చూడండి. ఓకేనా. సో 31 question. If one is not satisfied with the decision passed by the banking, so banking ombudsman, one can approach the affiliate authority to dash governor of RBI, deputy governor of the RBI, finance secretary, finance minister, GM of the concerned bank. Which one is correct answer? Tell me fast. Okay. So which one is correct answer? Okay, Naresh Yadav boy. Okay. So which one is correct answer? Tell me. So deputy governor of the RBI. Okay. Deputy governor of the RBI. Okay. So if one is not satisfied with the decision passed by the banking, one can approach the appellate authority against the banking decision. Appellate authority is vested deputy governor of the RBI. One can also. So answer is, so class అయిపోలే, క్లాస్ ఉన్నది ఇంకా 50 క్వశ్చన్స్ దాకా ఉన్నది. ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ సెకండ్ వన్, డిప్యూటీ గవర్నర్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆర్బిఐ. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ 32 క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్. సో ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి మీరు. హేమావతి, ప్రీతి, హ్యాపీ ఆన్సర్. సో ఆన్సర్ మెయిన్ ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకేనా. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. వాట్ ఈస్ నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్? 32 క్వశ్చన్. बैंकिंग. सो मेरे को भूख लग रहा है, बिल्कुल जाके खाओ आप. So यहाँ पे बैंकिंग ओम्बुड्समैन स्कीम became operative in order to provide speedy resolution of customer grievance from January 1, 2006, April 1, 2006, March 1, 2006, July 1, 2006, June 1, 2006. Which one is your answer? So tell me first, which one your answer? So answer is January 1st, 2006. Okay, answer is January 1st, 2006. Okay. So the banking scheme was launched initially in 1994, attempt to provide form the customer to resolve grievance. It was amended 2006. New scheme came from January 2006. Okay. సో హేమావతి జూలై ఆన్సర్ కరెక్ట్ కాదు. సో not correct answer. January 1, 2006 is correct answer. How many regional offices of banking are there in India? Ombudsman are there in India. So next to answer what? So 15, 16, 19, 18, 22. 15, 18, 19, 22. Which one is correct answer? Correct answer, tell me fast. So answer is your 22 answer is correct, Hemavati. Okay. So 22 answer is correct. There are currently 22 regional office of the bank ombudsman in India. The latest offices opened in Jammu and Raipur, Mumbai, New Delhi. The offices are located following cities also. Okay. So Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, Chandigarh, Chennai, Guwahati, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Jammu, Kolkata, Lucknow, Mumbai 1, Mumbai 2, Nagpur, New Delhi 1, New Delhi 2, New Delhi 3, and Patna, Raipur, Tirunanthapuram. Total 22. Okay. So next question. Next question. Which of the following banks are covered under the banking? So ఈ వర్డ్ ఏంటి అసలు? So scheme 2006 ombudsman. What is your word? So question option: scheduled commercial bank, regional rural bank, scheduled primary, cooperative banks, all of these, both 1 and 2. So which one is your answer? So answer is easy, okay ना? So आंसर करना ये आसान है बिल्कुल. So आप लोग सब कर लोगे अभी. आंसर जल्दी से बताओ यहाँ पे. So फट से give answer fast, okay? What is your answer? So all of the above. Hemavati correct answer. Preeti correct answer. So scheduled commercial bank also, regional rural bank also, scheduled primary and cooperative bank also. Okay. So total all of these is your answer. Okay. So next question. 35th. 35th question. The grounds for filing a complaint under the banking ombudsman scheme 2006 are: number 1 is non-payment or inordinate delay in the payment or collection of checks, drafts, bills, etc. Non-acceptance with sufficient cause of small denomination notes tendered for any purpose and for charging of commission in respect to thereof. Non-payment or delay in payment of inward remittances. 4 number failure to issue or delay in issues of drafts, pay orders or bankers checks. All the correct. So which one is correct answer? Tell me first. So this one also all correct answer. Okay. So all is correct answer. Non-payment or inordinate delay in the payment or collection of checks, drafts, bills, etc. Non-payment or delay in payment of inward remittance, failure to issue or delay in issue of drafts, pay orders or bankers checks, non-acceptance without sufficient cause, small denomination notes tendered any purpose for charging commission in respect. So all of the above is your answer. Correct answer. Next question. Okay. So the maximum compensation compensation. Okay. Maximum compensation which a banking ombudsman can award to the com complaint for the mental agony and harassment is dash 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 50,000. Which one is correct answer? The banking ombudsman may award compensation not exceeded 1 lakh. Okay. So what is your answer? Not exceeded 1 lakh. Okay. So not exceeded 1 lakh is your answer. Okay. So next, not exceeded 1 lakh. Okay. So to the complainant for mental agony and harassment. Okay. Banking can award a maximum compensation up to 20 lakhs. Okay. Up to 20 lakhs. The banking section 35A, the Banking Regulation Act 1949, RBI with effect from 1995. All commercial banks, all regional rural banks. So answer is yours, 1 lakh. Okay, next question. 37th question. 37th question. According to Banking Ombudsman scheme, what is the specified duration to process a complaint by a customer? 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 month. Which one is correct answer? So which one is correct answer? Tell me. So which one is correct answer? An appeal against the award or the decision of the banking rejecting the complaint may be brought in within 30 days, okay, of the date of receipt of the award. Okay. So answer is yours, 1 month. Okay. According to banking scheme, what is the specified during to process a complaint by a customer? 30 days. So the RBI has introduced a scheme to correct customer complaints about may farm banking service offered by banks to enhance the resolution those complaints under the Banking Regulation Act of 1949. Scheme was adopted with effect from 1995. So implementation of the legislation of 2006 program, it was legally refined, updated in 2017. The most recent revised, okay, regional rural banks and scheduled primary cooperative banks. Your answer is 1 month, correct answer. Next question, 38th question. So answer there fatapat. So all members give answer fast. Okay, next question. The banking ombudsman scheme has been introduced under which section of the Banking Regulation Act 1949 by RBI? Section 35 alpha, 42B, 51C, 30 alpha and 48. Which one is correct answer? Tell me. Hemati answer, give answer. Happy, Preeti, all are give answers fast. Okay. So answer is what? It section 35 alpha, correct answer. Okay. So section 35 alpha is correct answer. Okay. So banking works under section 35 alpha of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Okay. So for the period not exceeded in 3 years at a time. Okay. Redress complaints of the customer banks related to certain services rendered by them, scheduled commercial banks, regional rural banks. So total answer is section 35 alpha is correct answer. Okay. So next question. What is your next question? Which one of the sentences? Okay. Which one of the sentences is incorrect with references to banking ombudsman institution in India? So number one is the banking ombudsman is appointment by the Reserve Bank of India. The second option is the banking ombudsman can hear complaints from non-resident Indians who have accounts in India. Number three is the order passed by the banking ombudsman is final and binding on the concerned parties. Okay, number four is the services provided by the banking ombudsman are free of cost. None of the above. Which one is correct answer? Tell me first. Okay. So order which one is correct answer? So happy, Emavati, Preeti, answer first. Which one is correct answer? Okay. Naresh to go to dinner. Okay. So next answer is what? Third option, correct answer. The order passed by the banking ombudsman is final and binding on the concerned parties. Okay. So that one is correct answer. Okay. 1995 and amendments were made in 2002 and 6 to expand the scopes of the scheme, provide clean, transparent, non and responsible banking services by banks. Okay. So option number third is correct answer. Next question number 40. So question number 40, the maximum compensation which banking ombudsman can help a complaint to get is dash. So number 40, question number, tell me 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, none of the above. Which one is correct answer? Because we can, okay. So answer, what is your answer? Tell me the maximum compensation which a banking ombudsman can help a complaint to get is dash 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, none of the above. Which one is correct answer? Fast give answer. Fast. So answer is 1 lakh, 20 lakh. So answer is which one is correct answer? So 20 lakh is correct answer. Maximum. Okay, not minimum. So maximum compensation which bankings can help complaint to get is 20 lakhs. Okay. So 20 lakhs is your answer is correct answer. For compensation claimed for mental agony harassment. Okay. So which one is 1 lakh? Hemati, this one is 1 lakh. Mental and mental agony harassment. Okay. So mental agony harassment. This one is awarded a maximum amount is 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Maximum amount is 1 lakh. Okay. So this one, this time is correct answer is 20 lakhs. Okay. So correct answer is what? 20 lakhs. Satisfied with the complaint, then he can order the bank pay his loss or maximum 20 lakhs, whichever is lower. Okay. So next question. 41 question. Okay. So Bank of Maharashtra is headquartered in. Okay. So Gayatri, welcome back. So 41 question is Bank of Maharashtra is headquartered in which? New Delhi, Bangalore, Pune, Kochi, none of the above. So which one is correct answer? Bank of Maharashtra. So Bank of Maharashtra answer, tell me first. Bank of Maharashtra Bank is the one of the largest public sector banks. Okay. So answer is what? Owned by the government of India. It's headquartered in Pune. Okay. So Pune is your correct answer. So your answer is Pune. Correct answer. Hemavati, Preeti, Gayatri. Correct answer. Next question. Bank of Maharashtra is headquartered in. फिर से repeated हो गया question. Okay. So next question. Andhra Bank is headquartered in. Andhra Bank is headquartered in. Andhra Bank headquartered in Hyderabad. Okay. So answer is Hyderabad. Okay. So next question. Next question, in which bank? In which bank following cities is the headquarters of HDFC Bank located? Patna, Bangalore, Mumbai, New Delhi, Chennai. Which one is correct answer? So question number 44. Which one is correct answer? In which of the following cities is the headquarters of HDFC Bank located? HDFC Bank located in which? So answer, tell me first. So answer is what yours? So Mumbai. Okay. Mumbai is correct answer. Okay. So Mumbai is the headquarter of the Housing Development Finance HDFC Corporation. HDFC full form क्या? Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited. Okay. Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited. Okay. Corporation Limited HDFC. Okay. So the current CEO. So next question. 45th question. What is the tagline of Karur Vaishya Bank? What is the Karur Vaishya Bank? We understand your world, hum hai na. Together we proposer. A friend you can bank upon, smart way to bank. Which one is correct answer? Okay. So we understand your world, hum hai na. Together we prosper. A friend you can bank upon, smart way to bank. Which one is correct answer? What is the tagline of Karur Vaishya Bank? Smart way to bank. Okay. So answer is smart way to bank. Okay. Smart way to bank is your correct answer. Okay. Smart way to bank is your correct answer. Next question. 46th question. Which of the following is the tagline of South Indian Bank? Okay. So South Indian Bank. Which of the following is the tagline of South Indian Bank? So experience our expertise, honors your trust. Smart way to bank, experience next generation banking, together we can. Which one is correct answer? Okay. So which one is correct answer? Experience next generation banking is correct answer. Okay. So experience is next generation banking is correct answer. Okay. So South India Bank was incorporated 1908. Okay. So 1908, group of enterprising men, Thrissur headquarter. Okay, one of the earliest banks in South India. So Swadeshi movement. It became the first private bank in Kerala to receive scheduled bank status 1946 under the RBI Act. It was first private sector bank NRI branches in November 1992. So okay. So next question. 47th question. Which of the following is the tagline of UCO Bank? So which of the following is the tagline of UCO Bank? First, good people to bank with. Second, Bank Asia, Dostu Jaisa. Okay, Bank Asia, Dostu Jaisa. Good people to grow with, honors your trust, the bank that begins with you. So which one is correct answer? Tell me first. So Gayatri, correct answer option number 4 is correct answer, honors your trust. Okay. So what is your answer? Honors your trust. So next question. So give your answer first. So honors your trust. Next 48, serving to empower the is the tagline of which bank? Serving to empower is the tagline of which bank? Which bank is your answer? J&K Bank. Okay. So incorporated in 1938. Okay. So J&K Bank is incorporated in 1938. Functions Universal Bank Jammu and Kashmir as a special bank rest of the country. So this one Jammu and Kashmir government June 2019 removed Parvez Ahmad chairman. So answer is what? Your It is also one private sector bank designed by RBI's agent for banking business carries out the so this so answer is your J&K Bank. Next question, 49th question. Okay. So last two questions. Where is the head office of India Post Payments Bank located? Okay. New Delhi, Punjab, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Assam. So where is the head office of India Post Payments Bank located? New Delhi, Punjab, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Assam. Which one is correct answer? So answer is New Delhi. Okay. So answer what? New Delhi. Okay. So India Post Payment Bank was launched in 1st September 2018. Okay, so it was public limited company, government of India, most affordable, accessible and trusted bank, common man, financial inclusion under banked population, head office in India Post Payment Bank in New Delhi is correct answer. Okay, so next 50 question number, last question. Okay, बढ़ती का नाम जिंदगी is the tagline of which bank? Okay, बढ़ती का नाम जिंदगी है, ठीक है. So HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, Indian Bank, Canara Bank, Syndicate Bank. Which one is correct answer? So a tagline अच्छा है, Axis Bank. Okay, Axis Bank is your right answer. Okay, so Axis Bank is your right answer. Okay, so Axis Bank is your right answer. बढ़ती का नाम जिंदगी. Okay, so incorporated in the bank of 1993, Axis Bank UTI Bank Limited. This one is 1994. The bank was promoted 1993 jointly by specified undertaking Trust of India. So the bank changed their name from UTI Bank to Axis Bank Limited with effect from July 30, 2007. Okay, so July 30, 2007. UTI Bank Limited to Axis Bank. Okay, so your answer is Axis Bank. Tagline is बढ़ती जिंदगी नाम जिंदगी. Okay, so lastly हम लोग अपना 50 क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट कर लिया. यहाँ पे 50 क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट हो गया. సో 50 క్వశ్చన్లు అయిపోయినాయి ఎవరైతే అందరూ. సో जो लाइव में देखा उन सबको థ్యాంక్స్ టు ఆల్. ఓకే, సో థ్యాంక్స్ టు ఆల్. లైక్ షేర్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, మీరు క్లాస్లోకి రావాలి. ఓకేనా. సో जो आ रहे सो सब सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो, ठीक है. सो जो आ रहा है आप लोग सब सब्सक्राइब करो, ठीक है. सो हम डेली करेंगे, आप लोग साथ दोगे तो सेशन जीएस का भी हम लोग साथ में लेके चलेंगे. रिपीटेड क्वेश्चंस करेंगे आप लोग, उससे क्या होगा, आप लोगों का याददाश्त बढ़ेगा, ठीक है. सो कुछ तो आएगा उसमें, कम से कम 50 में 35 प्लस तो आप लोग आराम से लेके आओगे जब डेली करेंगे. तो हम लोग नहीं, हम लोग कभी कभी करेंगे तो नहीं आएगा, ठीक है. सो डेली करना है, रिपीटेड क्वेश्चंस आना चाहिए डेली डेली, तो आप लोग तब आएगा, ठीक है. सो जो लाइव के बाद देख रहे हैं उन लोगों को भी थैंक्स टू ऑल. ओके, सो आप लोग वीडियो उनको पूरा फटाफट देख डालो अपना, अभी तक मॉनिटाइज भी नहीं हुआ, ठीक है. सो आप लोग लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करते रहो, आप लोगों के लिए वीडियो अच्छा बना के लेके आऊँगा और, ठीक है. సో अपना ఛానల్ का नाम है కాంపిటేటివ్ త్రిబుల్ బి. ఓకే, సో ఎవరైతే మనకి టెలిగ్రామ్ ఛానల్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వలేదో వాళ్ళందరూ కాంపిటేటివ్ త్రిబుల్ బి బ్యాంకింగ్ ఆస్పిరెంట్స్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వండి. ఓకే, సో కాంపిటేటివ్ త్రిబుల్ బి బ్యాంకింగ్ ఆస్పిరెంట్స్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వండి. ఓకేనా. సో ఓకే, థ్యాంక్స్ టు ఆల్. ప్లీజ్ టెల్ అబౌట్ అవర్ కోచింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. ఆర్ యూ రన్నింగ్ ఆఫ్లైన్ కోచింగ్ క్లాస్? सो ओके, क्लोज करेंगे. सो ओके, थैंक्स टू ऑल. ओके, बाय. సో నాకు చెప్పి ఏం పెడుతున్నావు, అట్లా ఇష్టం